Now the second video, continuing why a decent man doing good deeds and virtuous deeds are not going to heaven without Christ. Okay, so in summary, a life without Christ, no matter how virtuous, ends in hell because it rejects the only path to forgiveness and reconciliation with God. The bigger question is forgiveness and reconciliation with God. That's the bigger question. Without forgiveness by God and reconciliation with God, no matter how virtuous a person is, how good and kind and decent a guy is, he's not going to go to heaven. Because the question really is not about how good or decent you are in this world. The question is, have you resolved your problem with the Creator, with God? The problem we have is enmity because of our sin. And because we have wronged God. Yeah, when we sin, we wrong God enormously. We need to seek forgiveness from Him. And the only way for forgiveness, if there's no forgiveness, there's no reconciliation with God. And if there's no reconciliation with God, there is no peace. If there's no reconciliation with God, there will be no eternal life. He rejects you. Right? That logic is very simple and very powerful. This logic makes sense. So I hope everyone grasp it. Make sure you spread the word, let everybody know. The reason we need forgiveness from God is because we wronged God in the first place by our sin against Him. Because it's the laws of God. God created us for us to follow Him, to love Him. Because He first loved us. So He wants to a reciprocating response towards His love. He wants us to feel His love. He wants, in fact, He wants us into as part of His family. You know, once a person receives Christ, he becomes as a child of God by adoption. Being adopted into the family of God. That's why reconciliation is so important. That's why forgiveness is fundamental to anything. My goodness, like the prodigal son, he squandered all his father's money, while his inheritance for his father in a faraway country. When he came back, seeking his father's forgiveness, be father's servant, the father said, let's kill the biggest cow and celebrate and feast because my son was lost